So now, having given the announcements, we can actually start with some meditation, which I hope you appreciate is one of the most beautiful parts of Buddhism, and also one of the things which is some of the best things which we do here on a Friday evening, to have half an hour to encourage people to get very silent, very calm, very peaceful, and to know what it's like when the mind becomes still and content. You know, sometimes I would start a meditation by asking you, can you recall one of the most peaceful times in your life? I don't mean exciting times, peaceful times, when everything was just so calm, so still, and a great sense of happiness. Why was it joyful? A lot of times it's the joy of freedom. No burdens, nothing to do. No worries about the future. And no sort of burdens from the past. A state of inner peace and freedom. It'd be wonderful if that could stay for a long time, but at least to taste it just for a few minutes is a wonderful thing to experience. And of course I've had many such beautiful times in my life as a monk. Even those many burdens, you can put them down and see the peace. It's one of the reasons why we work those burdens. Solve as many as you can, and then sit down to relax and be still. So, please close your eyes, and hopefully this will be one of those happy times. Not the happiness of getting what you want, but the happiness of not wanting anything at all. Because this moment is so good, you don't need any more. You're taking time out from the burden of having to solve problems, your own problems and other people's problems. Just put all that aside and just learn how to just be. First of all, being with your body. You know, because I was talking to many of you beforehand and talking when I first got in here, sometimes I lose my awareness of my body. I'm aware of something else. But now when I put my awareness on my body, you can feel it. And it is a little bit, it's not pleasant, it's not relaxed. So what am I going to do? I'm not going to take some drug. I'm going to just purposely relax my body. It's not hard to do. Start with my feet. Can you be aware of your feet right now? How do they feel? Don't rush this. Stay there with your feet, just your feet, nothing else. And soon you get a greater sensitivity to the feelings in your feet. And once you have that sensitivity, it's not just being aware and giving nothing back. Give your kindness, your care back to your feet. When I do that, my feet honestly feel much more relaxed. I can feel that sense of ease going deeper. And that must do amazing things for the circulation in that far part of my body. And I go up to my ankles. If you've had any pain, injuries to your ankles, just put your attention there. give this beautiful radiation of kindness. I'm not saying this, but I'm doing it. May my ankles really be at peace. And I can get my ankles to be so relaxed, much more relaxed than usual. And the interesting thing to note, when you have this kindness going to your ankles, and they start to relax more and more, it feels deliciously pleasant. It's a wonderful feeling. And I go up to my lower legs, the calves, the bones inside those legs, the skin. Once my brain has made contact with that part of my body and starts to care for it, it doesn't mean doing anything, but just looking on those muscles and bones with kindly eyes or kindly thoughts. And I do notice a feeling of relaxation happening. And those legs just relax. Into my knees. That's why I say relax to the max, and it really does mean to the max. Those knees, I don't know exactly what my knees look like, but I can feel them, sense them, and relax them. Sometimes I imagine they're resting on two cushions, one each. And those cushions are so deliciously soft, like cotton, covered in satin. So comfortable. I just imagine that. And the knees relax more. And go past those to my thighs, big muscles. Once I get some feelings, their sensations, you've got to make contact first of all, feel it first of all, and then you can relax it. I'm not afraid of my body. We become great friends. Once my thighs are relaxed, go to my butt. There's always pressure on there when I sit down on a cushion. But I try my best to make it as even as possible. If you're sitting on a chair, it's okay to fidget now rather than later. If you are fidgeting, be aware, be kind, and find the best position for you. Now go to my waist. Do this every time. Now's the moment when I just stretch my back up. It always feels, for me, so much better. And then my back feels good. Exactly the same reason you see cats and dogs or even kangaroos and other animals in the Australian bush. Sometimes they put their paws up above their heads on a tree. You can see them stretching their backs. It feels good. I'm being kind to my body. Indulging it, some people say, but often I just sometimes abuse the body in the sense I make it work hard, struggle. Now I'm being kind to it. And I go to the base of my torso to see how I feel down there. to my colon. And I just draw the attention up my body. And as I go past these digestive tracts and other things, if I see anything or feel anything which is an ache or a pain or just a discomfort, I pause there. I'm just pausing on my colon right now. I've learned how to do this. Just be with it. Be kind. And soon any ache or pain disappears by itself. The kindness, the care is a powerful emotion, and you're using it on your own body, and it soon becomes very, very peaceful. You go up to my stomach, which is fine, lungs and heart, and if any of you have any diseases there, cancers, any problems there, often you can feel it. There's a sensation there which is not usual. And then the method which I practice myself is to pause there and give it a special blast of loving kindness and care, until you can feel that part of your body just open up, relax, and be totally at ease. Kind of that opens the door for healing. The body is very smart. It can heal itself if you give it the chance. And go up to my shoulders. Relax those. I can just do that almost at will. Just imagine loosening both ends of those shoulder muscles, instead of putting them, to relaxing them. And then I go down the arms. My arms don't really have any aches or pains or injuries. Nevertheless, I do pause at the elbows, making sure they're fine. Forearms and wrists. And lastly, my hands. Again, I don't know why every time I do this, I don't put attention how my fingers are placed, so I now adjust those fingers. Right hand over the left hand, thumb slightly touching. To me, I got used to that as a comfortable feeling. Then I notice from my neck down, I've relaxed the torso, the bottom, the legs. Everything is at ease. And I go up to my neck, making sure the head's well balanced on top of the neck. And then lastly, around the eyes and the mouth, making sure those muscles are relaxed. I can feel the muscles around eyes and mouth and nose and forehead. I know when they're tight. I know when they are fully relaxed, like they are now. Soon you get to know your body and know how you can relax it, care for it, and create such great health outcomes. Then I feel my whole body, from head to toe, to tips of fingers, relaxed as I can possibly make it. And that feels good. There's delight there. And that delight encourages me to keep doing this again and again and again and again and again and again and again. It's not just pleasure, it's health. And a body which can be so relaxed that I can leave it alone and go to the mind. It's not going to cause me any problems. So then I always find this even more interesting. My mind. Not my brain, my mind. How peaceful is it? Surprisingly, when I look, it's only averagely peaceful today. So I'm going to learn how to make it more peaceful, deeply peaceful. I know how to do this. Let go of all thoughts of the past. Let go of all concerns of the future. I can just drop out of time. Just be here, right now. And when that perception of the future is gone, there's nowhere I can be except here. All wanting, all thinking, I get rid of this will be better, disappears. When I let go of the past, all this guilt, anger, concern about what happened, it's gone, it's finished. I can let it go. Anything. After a while, I think you'll understand when I say, you do not learn from the past, you learn in the present. And right now I know how I feel. Just right now, not an hour ago, not tomorrow, right now. You feel happy to be here. Got no work to do right now. And then that mind gets more peaceful when I start to be silent. No words. It's like you have a mobile phone, you turn off the audio. So inside your head there's no sound, no thoughts, silence, peace. Nothing to disturb you. Now of course I'll go quiet. Body's getting close, unfortunately, to the end of the meditation period. How do you feel? How much peace and joy? I really mean joy. Peace is gorgeous. Can you notice inside? The perception of joy when you're meditating takes you to deeper stages of peace. And your body, how relaxed is it? Start to move from the mind back into the body. How does your body feel? Mine is just so open, at ease. Just humming along, like without a care in the world. Now I'm going to ring the gong 3 times to end the meditation as usual. Excellent. Sometimes the meditation is magic. I know when I closed my eyes there wasn't so many people here, and only after 30 minutes suddenly you've all multiplied.